Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote-triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Scale. Headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
One more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual gathering of the Ark Society. As Ark patrons, you are welcome to explore the castle grounds. However, certain areas are off-limits, including the keep, which houses the members area, convention space, and council meeting. Should you wish to apply for Ark membership, please be aware that such cannot be bought, only earned. All set? Excellent. Follow me, please.
So, what do you think?
You weren't kidding. This place is great. Where are we?
Sure. Some old Nazi stronghold. Architects use it all year round for ideation purposes, but tonight's the only time the rest of us get together. So, decide on what to buy from the catalogue.
One of the bumpers always have the right.
What else? Yes. Zoe Washington, one of our newly appointed chairwomen, has prepared a brand new official ceremony scheduled to take place in the upper courtyard. A stirring ode to rebirth and the enduring spirit of mankind. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy your evening. The bar is right up ahead.
Right. Evening.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Well, I'd say we're off to a good start. Wait. Is that...
It sure is. He never plays corporate events. Color me impressed.
I told you guys. Now let's get this spending spree started.
I'm so sorry. I'll try harder, I promise.
Say, is that what's the term? The master of ceremonies in the chapel? He looks very theatrical.
Yep. You think they're gonna start soon? I feel like we've been waiting for hours.
Sorry, sir. Got orders. Can't let you through. Sorry for the inconvenience.
I mean, it's behind the chapel, so...
What's with the donation bowl? Well,
tokens, they can't all be gone.
It usually gets quite a garb from some of the newbies. Ah, we do like setting things on fire, don't we? Hey, we're only...
What?
DIY. It's not a hobby. It's a lifestyle. Donating this year?
What, are you afraid I'll beat you again?
The gifting is about securing our cultural legacy, not...
That's him. The Constant. Providence's top controller. Everything depends on capturing him alive. That is Zoe Washington, chairwoman of the Ark Society, professional treasure hunter, and Providence operative. Quite a mouthful.
Until Blake Nathaniel unsealed the Serpent's tomb. Extraordinary.
It's a flipping necklace. Anyway, the Washington twins found it first. The way I hear it, Sophia literally has the necklace in her hand when Nathaniel repels from the scene. It triggers this ancient death trap and, you know, murder and mayhem.
It's not like it's gonna cost you anything.
It'll cost me plenty. Architects only.
What's the worst that could happen?
This is staff only. I'm sorry, sir.
Sir, you heard him. You can't be here.
You know this is state of the art. No, I don't know how anybody can get past the security setup. All for that old necklace.
It might look like just another necklace to us, but Mr. Nathaniel has an eye for these things. They say he's a former professor or something.
Is the council still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah. How do you know?
Well, I happen to know original 5, you know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Block's name while beating up a pillow cushion. Oh, she was properly pissed.
Jeez, must mean a lot to her. What's it about?
What am I, paparazzi? I just work for these assholes. Same as you.
Well, keep me posted, in case teeth start flying.
Can do.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure. What did he do?
I don't know. But she seemed real interested in this invention of his. Something called...
Have a good evening, sir.
Still switch. Sounds ominous.
Well, whatever it is she's plotting, she's not want to be part of it. But... Sort of.
Poor bastard.
Be good today, sir.
Mr. Block, you look troubled.
I know you, don't I? You're James.
I'm a friend of the Ark Society, yes. If I may be so bold, I heard about your predicament, and, well, I believe I may offer a fresh perspective.
Why not? Shoot.
All right. Say the world does collapse. The weather goes haywire, the poles melt, and the Ark Society heads off to a comfortable Arctic sanctuary, while the rest of civilization falls into chaos.
That's about the gist of it. Sounds great to me. No more needy assholes. Why wait?
Well, you do realize what kind of place it'll be, right?
What are you talking about?
100 or so people? No market, no economy, no social structures. It will be like a space colony. Everyone equal and dependent on each other. It will be egalitarian, sir. It will be, well, communist.
My God. That's what I paid almost $2 billion for? Why didn't anyone tell me sooner?
Merely food for thought, Mr. Block. Good night.
I need to, think.
Whoa. Up and running.
The council has been usurped by latte-sipping tree hunters. This boat can't possibly fly in the sky. But what?
Provided that the others agree, the chairwoman does have the power to throw you off the council for obstruction. All rights and privileges removed.
Expel me! That two-bit treasure hunter, Sophia Washington, has the power to expel me! Jebediah Block!
Technically.
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not in a million years.
What did they offer you for your service?
Might as well have left out the pumpkin seeds and dried coconut.
Oh,
You look well.
This is a travesty.
I'm
Good
so
evening,
sorry, sir.
Sophia.
The Commonwealth is a complicated drink.
Well, isn't this ironic? The one guy here who's actually hiding does not wear a mask.
Invisibility is a gift. It's amazing the things you pick up when nobody gives you a second thought.
Ah, let's have it.
I gave you a task. It should have been an easy sell, and yet, I hear the council is undecided. Should I be worried?
I have it under control. Even if that idiot Block decides to veto me, I have an ace up my sleeve. Thy will be done.
I look forward to your machinations then.
My parents had to get a new au pair, and I never got to LARP again.
Oh dear, that must have been terrible. Colony.
It was.
Got him?
Miss Washington.
I forgot to ask. What are the most frequently asked questions about the Hyperborean initiative?
Some of the surveyed asked about security. Will the city have the defenses to withstand a tsunami of refugees? Of course, what they fail to realize is how inhospitable the inland ice is. Only the most resourceful would ever even reach the city walls.
And unless you're on a strict polar bear diet, sieges are out of the question. Yes, very good. Anything else?
Others express concern about political interference. Plenty of nations have a stake in the Arctic, and Greenland is part of the Danish realm. Some members are reluctant to invest millions only to get caught up in some kind of ownership dispute.
That's been sorted out, but we'll make sure to inform the members in the next newsletter. Thank you. That's very helpful. Carry on.
Good evening.
Heads up, gang. I've got...
You're not allowed to be in here. That's a good boy. No offense, but I hope I don't see you again.
Good evening to you.
The Arctic's not even all that cold, if you think about it. People already live up there. You'll give better resources. Hyperborean could be as comfortable as any other city, if not more so.
They can't build that place fast enough, if you ask me. And they are going to need a lot of people to keep that place going.
Miss Washington, after due consideration, I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once.
What about those
I knew you'd come around. You're stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... Ah, idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid.
That's... 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try, but I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat creative approach to safety regulations. Your popularity ratings are just south of John Wilkes Booth as it is.
I see.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Zoe Washington.
A remote trigger. Must be a kill switch.
I bet this would make the Constant come quietly. But first things first, 47. Focus on the target.
Have a consequential evening, sir.
Fine, but fallout, nuclear winter, it all just feels sort of quaint. What a bomb.
I just don't see the point of it. DNA doesn't have your life experiences or anything like that down in code. What good is cloning going to do if you can't also reproduce the things that really matter?
If it were the only initiative to consider, then maybe the pitch would land. I just can't imagine buying it.
If we actually cracked the code and I had the money, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I already live most of my life online. Why not take the final step?
What about my soul? Would I give up?
Looking good, sir.
Jebediah block. Why?
Alarm sensors. You'll need to disable the system to get at the necklace, 47.
Counselor?
I have been planning the Founders Week for over a month. I have some of the world's most prominent people waiting to pay him their last respects. I have the star of the Prague Philharmonic on stage, ready to play Ave Maria on the harp, for God's sake. And you're telling me that you lost the sodding dagger?
I'm really sorry, ma'am. My team received no notification. You sure they didn't give you a crate number?
They did not give me a crate number. I was told that you people would have it under control.
Fine, fine. I'll go and have another look.
See that you do. And when you do find it, the towel that found is one thing. Mortician pattern.
More pressure.
This is what happens when you count the arrangement. No design sense whatsoever. Zero is the one.
Oh, just about.
Hope you're well. So, what's your plan of action?
Well, I suppose I could just break open every single crate.
The way I think about it is that Janus really made a difference. Now we have to
So, let me see if I got this straight. The chairwomen run the Arc Society, and they employ an R&D team of scientists and engineers to develop all these crazy projects. I'm sure I saw something. Nah, I guess I'm just tired.
Yep. The architects. Architects. Get it? Bet they stayed up all night for that one.
Right. So, ARC members, they're the VIP investors.
God, this is not my fucking job. Ah!
Oh.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Would you mind going to see what it is?
I get it. No problem. Oh, yeah?
Oh, I swear I could even hear the ocean through that damn thing. Hey, hey! And we're on.
Huh?
And...
Mm-hmm.
Belonged to the founder. The Washingtons got rid of most of his stuff when they took over his office, but I guess the maiden is here to stay.
So morbid.
Well, it's purely ornamental, if that makes you feel any better. Iron Maidens were rarely used, if ever. It's really more of a gothic fantasy.
Well,
There's a first time for everything.
Now, why would you say that?
Good evening to you and yours.
The council meeting. You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington.
Hey man, you have a good night.
Mind the others, sir.
There we are, Mr. Janice. Don't you look handsome?
You're dead.
Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you died only yesterday. With a final touch of makeup, your burial mask, and ceremonial dagger, oh, why, you'll look like a king of old. My unique polymer treatment will preserve your body longer even than Pharaoh. Which reminds me, they should have brought the dagger down by now. Wonder what they can't very well disclose your fellows without your prize dagger, now can you? Miss Washington, I forget which one. She tells me it belonged to Tsar Nicholas and that it might have been used to stab Rasputin. Oh, you must be very important to be laid to rest with such a valuable artifact, Mr. Janet. I wish I had known you in life. I believe
I
we
have
would have
no
had
idea.
such interesting conversations. I truly do. Oh, well. Life is transitory, but death is forever. So we might as well look our best.
We're all set. Cue the music.
That's odd. Who gave the signal? Oh well. Everything seems to be in order. Suppose we move ahead. Thank you for coming, everyone. The service shall begin in a moment.
Thank you all for coming. As Janus's successor, it falls upon me to say a few words. I'll keep it brief, for there is little I can say that does the man justice. Janus was our founder, and like all true visionaries, he was far ahead of the curve. While we, the privileged class, were blissfully toasting the end of history, Janus saw the writing on the wall. As a veteran of the Cold War, Janus knew better than anyone that when true disaster strikes, the rich are as damned as everyone else, unless we work together. Janus never got to see the collapse, but died peacefully in his sleep. And yet, what he started in 1991 will one day be hailed as the dawn of a new age. One where the best among us can thrive, uninhibited. This is Janus's legacy. Long live his memory. And now, you are welcome to pay the founder your last respects. You should know. People are talking.
So long, old man.
People always are.
You had a better run than most.
And I'm
most successful spy in modern history. Oh, and that whole Jasper Knight incident was just...
He died the way he lived.
Anyway,
let's leave it
enjoy
at
your
that.
rest. You've earned it.
Easy for you to say. Some of these morons think Sophia and I had something to do with his death.
Now, why would they think you'd be capable of a thing like that?
Wow. So fierce-looking even in death.
Let's get this over.
That mortician is a genius. I totally believe that you once wrestled a brown bear to a tie. Anyway, Godspeed, Mr. Janus. Sorry I never knew you.
Goodbye, Janus. We won't forget you. Odd how you helped shape the 20th century, and yet nobody knows your name.
Das Vidania, old boy. You were always the best of us. I still can't believe I never got to beat you at chess.
So long, my dear. I can't believe you're gone. Last of the greats. I'll make sure those naive fools who've replaced you won't mess things up too bad. Don't you worry.
Goodbye, old friend. And thank you for everything. Rest assured, I will finish what you started.
So, here we are. You didn't want me and Sophia taking over, fought us tooth and nail, but a fat lot of good it did you. The partners, they turned a deaf ear, and deep down, Janus, you know why. Because, for all your smarts, you're just rank and file. Pedestrian middle-class blah. And we have the one thing merit can't buy. Blue blood. That's right. Good old-fashioned pedigree. That is why Sophia and me will one day be partners of Providence. And you'll spend eternity as a wax figure. So long, mastermind.
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
bastard.
I have to be honest. I worry about what's going to happen to the Ark Society now.
Evening, sir.
We're facing a critical
The
time.
Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say?
It's funny how people suddenly worship.
How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Walking the cliffs at nighttime.
Seriously? That's just hair-raising.
Are you serious? I think somebody might have watched too many zombie movies.
Partners no more. I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Hope you're well, sir.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you, I wonder?
Just keep walking.
Of course, bring a glass of bubbly and a gin. How about I punch you in the face too, you bastard bitch? I would have caught you piece of rare Scandinavian biodynamic one.
Gee, what is great. That's got to be the lousiest tip I've ever had.
My luck, the box is probably on the way down.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient.
I was
But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
I need a four-roll.
Right. Hello.
I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us? Oh, I see. The penny drops. I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Green. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who have caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
3 families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You were so certain. So sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable.